everybody.
Hello.
For coming. I have Miguel too. Wait, nope, this way. He kindly joined me for sort of a kickoff for
We
first
make
day
it the
of.
night for day for it's already day 2 for Eastern Standard Time technically.
Yeah. So
Those who are late
it's just the first sprint for me for the month. There we go.
people who didn't have a good day one can just join here if you want to start catching up.
All right. Well, we have. I
What's in the
I'm
chat?
super bad with names. Warning everybody because I always overthink it. But Miriam Kemp is going great so far, drafting the second version of my romance. Oh.
Welcome to the live. I didn't expect someone would be here at this time, but
I usually start off pretty much by myself and then you show up later.
yes, mostly because I'm like doing other things or just late. Notice it late.
And
Should I
YouTube
introduce
is
myself?
horrible with notifications. Also.
Should I introduce myself?
Yes.
No? Okay. Wait, by the way, is my audio clear? I forgot to ask that before.
Yes, your audio is good.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Miguel. My channel and Instagram are my YouTube channel and Instagram are in the description down below. I am a teenage aspiring author and I make videos on my sort of crazy writing journey in the middle of my youth. I am currently working on my first ever first draft, which is the zero draft of my fantasy novel Project Chosen. It is a political fantasy with some sort of uh, chosen one reiteration and probably a male romance.
Oh, I didn't know that last part. But yes, so excitingness. Let's see. Oh, it's 9:30 in the morning for you. An hour to pass before heading off to work. Fair enough.
So you have an hour to the first hour of the first half because 2 hours the first half of the sprint there you can join us before you head to work.
I just realized I didn't set up my share for screen for the videos. Let me do that real quick.
You could use the dino timers.
I could. I mean, I have a bunch of them saved.
Yeah, there are 2 dino timers, and then there's also a coffee timer by Caitlin Ash. Yeah.
That looks so much smaller. I don't know. Well, let's see. Do we want to do dino timers? I have to find where she's at now on my list.
Marta, the Marta.
Let's see. Well, I have her timers saved, but when you save a playlist, it just saves it. It doesn't tell you the name until you click on it, so I have to find it.
Search Marta Dino Timer on YouTube. There's a 10-minute, and then there's the 25-minute.
Yeah, Jessica has her on her list here. Which one do we want to do?
Do you want a warm-up of 10, or do you just want to go full in on 25?
I usually like to do a warm-up.
Then 10 is fine. I'll just write that down.
Is everyone else good with a warm-up?
Well, it seems like the standard to start the warm-up sprint, and then you go full in.
Yeah, that is very true. But I feel like some people
Yeah, Mario says the 10-minute warm-up sounds good to me.
Okay. Let's do this one. Nope, wrong one.
Oh,
Here we go.
Okay.
Marissa Mohi was talking about how she doesn't like to do anything less than like 20. I think she was saying on her video. So
Really. Well, I sometimes do a lot of 30s, but I kind of get distracted in the middle of a 30-minute sprint.
oh yeah. Okay. All right. Are we all ready?
Yes, I thumbs up.
All right. All right. Let's go. Ooh, where's my mouse? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Right.
Well done.
Yay! Let me just count my words first. You start speaking.
Well, I don't count words. So I actually had to take a phone call from my husband. So I didn't get much done because I also had to reread what I did in the last chapter. I got like an opening sentence for the next chapter and some dialogue. That was about it. Very little. But let's see. Let me take off the banner. I'm so bad at remembering to take off the banner. Okay.
Don't worry, I made mistakes like that during my first writing live stream.
Yeah. I just always forget that it's there for whatever reason. Kelly, hi. Loving camp so far. Good. That's always good. Always the best option. 171, not bad. Not bad. Yes, and hi, Kelly.
I finished counting.
You're good. You're writing from hand.
124 words
Oh my
in 10
goodness.
minutes.
There you go.
I'm already done with the weird action scene that I've been writing. It's my first draft, and I can tell that my action scene feels weird based on my sentences.
Oh my, yeah.
But at least I'm going to the dialogue part, which is the thing I'm most excited for, and it's like the exciting, like the main bread thing of the inciting incident. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's the patty of the burger, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yes. I thought I was really good, that I would be really good with descriptions as I got more into my story. And I realized that I may have like great descriptions in my head, but I'm having a hard time translating it
Yes.
to the paper. So
Yes.
I decided that I'm just going to give up and I'm like, I'm just going to write what I have and then write all the dialogue. It's
I
a
wonder how
zero
many
draft.
pages of this
That's what a
notebook
zero draft is for. And then
it
I'll go
took
back and
me
fix
to get to the dialogue part of the
it.
inciting
Mm-hmm.
incident. I think my chapter might be a little too long. I'm not sure, but whatever. It's the zero draft, so
Exactly.
no things for word count. Like this is the amount of pages I have from
Oh,
this
yeah.
notebook until the very part of the inciting incident. Like these are all and basically, and this most of this scene is uh like the scene from the previous chapter, but from a different
Mm.
perspective. Because
Oh,
I wanted to do that thing like it's like the chapter ends at something, and then the next chapter is just like the other side of the story, something
mhm.
like that. I might try to edit it so that it translates better on the page. Yeah, so like, hmm. Oh, Kelly, how's your progress? Did you write during that sprint?
Romance story. Yes, she
Yeah.
said she was on one, right? Yeah, she said that earlier. Yeah, that's hard. My very first story I tried to write that I didn't finish, I've put it on the back burner. Maybe one day if I decide to write YA, I'll go back to write that. Or maybe I'll age it up and make it like a college story. I did something similar to that. It was like a dual perspective, and I every so often I kind of do some kind of transition like that, where it seemed like
Yeah.
it kind of just picked up. But yeah, that
Yes,
dual perspective is hard.
yeah, the first story I tried writing was like like the retelling of Cupid and Psyche, but then I just put it on the back burner so to write when I'm like a little bit older. So like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm more familiar with the fantasy genre. So
Yeah.
like, it's something that. Oh yes, I see you a lot. So like,
Hi.
yeah, I didn't expect that there were people. I think it's because of it's Canva and NaNoWriMo. So like,
Yes, I was gonna say that.
people are
Mm-hmm.
looking for live streams to join.
Everyone's on the hype, and they've had too much coffee, and
I'm so glad. And
I was.
by the way, if you want some more writing live streams, I'm planning to do some lives every week for Cam NaNoWriMo. The first one would be with Dolores on this weekend. It'll be on the fourth for me, but it'll be on the third for Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on July 3rd. Uh,
Mhm.
I don't know what time would it be for you, the Lord. Yeah, the Lord.
7.
Oh, 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, and I'm also like, yeah, asking other tubers if they'll be available. I'm not sure
I
if there'll be another co-host for our like the first one, Dolores.
mhm.
I'm asking one more person, and then if they're not available, to just be the two of us.
Yeah, I saw that that you had like an open offer on the
The
Discord.
troublemakers.
On the troublemakers. There we go. It's like I just
Anyone,
joined it and I can't remember what I just did.
yeah, anyone, if you want like any other tubers, if you're watching this, like, not some like no on the troublemakers Discord, like I just anyone because I'm like I see a lot. I have a lot. There are lots of familiar faces on the troublemakers Discord. So like yeah, if anyone wants to come sprint with me, that would be fine.
There you go, Kelly. She did answer you. I see that you said that your internet is poopy, and I totally understand that. Where like you ask the question and then your internet just decides to go poop on you, and then you have to restart, and you've lost your place in the chat. But she did answer you. There you go.
It seems that Kelly's messages are like doubling. Do you see that?
Yeah. It might be her internet.
Yeah, yeah. She said her internet. They said their internet. Like yeah.
See, you're so good, Miguel, because I'm just like her and he like it's easier on places that have the like on Instagram
Like
because
the
now you
pronoun.
can add pronouns.
Like
And I'm just bad at that in
I
general.
was just thought like if you don't know the pronouns, just use they just in case.
That's the benefit you have of being like in school now versus like something like that was not even an idea in mainstream when I was in
Yeah, before
school.
because before the standard pronoun was he, and then the in school when you were taught like high school like it's you can either use he or she, but like you can just for short you can just use they.
See, yeah, no. It was always just he or she for pretty much always. But I think that's good. That's definitely a benefit. That is very hard for me. My biggest fear right now, because I work in the medical field, my day job, is that I'm waiting for the day that we get a patient who either prefers not to be called like he or she or is transgender because we I haven't personally yet. Um, but I'm just waiting for that day to happen and then for the uncomfortable explosion that's going to happen.
Mhm. Oh,
Mm,
Kelly, it says it's coming thing, solidifying MC name to go with the title and game. I'm
there you
still
go.
iffy on some of the names. I don't have a name for my character's mom, one of my character's moms.
Oh my gosh.
And I forgot the
Really?
name, and I forgot the name of my other character's dad. So like
Oh,
when I'm writing by hand and then you have to refer the person by name, I just like put in like this underline the word and I just like put like female name and then just like underline it.
I have notebook. Not all of this is notes for my store for Project Elf, but I have notes in here. I world build by hand, and then I have a Campfire Pro set up also where I transferred almost everything over. To me, though, names are important. I cannot start writing until I have the names of just like my main crew because
Yeah, I
I
have the names of
usually
my
pick names with
crew.
a special meaning. So their name pretty much describes who they are. If you're going to take the time to look up what the name means and the origin, it's going to tell you who the character is.
Oh,
Because I like symbology.
I remember in school like when we were analyzing stories and stuff. Like for some reason I was like quite annoyed. Like make sure you analyze the name. What if there's a special meaning behind the name? I don't know. We just did, and then
I love that.
when we were writing, when there were some parts of class where we had to write stories, and then
Mm-hmm.
like like symbolism. You could use the name as symbolism. And, like, I don't like that. Like, for me, I don't know why. Is it just because it's too obvious for me? I'm not sure. I just want a name that sounds like good for me. I don't know what I'm looking for in the name, but I and for my fantasy character names, I just jumbled some words. Like I found like one of my main characters' names in this project. I found it because I was scrolling to Instagram and then I saw this post: Netflix characters names spelled backwards.
Uh,
So like this sounds like a good name for a fantasy character. So like I'm just going to use this name backwards. Yeah, the name in the post that I found.
you're fine, Kelly. You're good. You're
Yeah,
good.
I understand. Sometimes you need
Yeah,
it
but see,
useful.
even then, you have meaning. If someone like were to look that up, it's probably gonna Google will generate that as a suggestion of of what it thinks you might mean, especially if you took it from a post. So you still have meaning. You just don't necessarily mean it to have a meaning.
Or like
So if you become super popular in like 50 years when kids are analyzing your story, they're going to be like, what does this mean?
I just got it from an Instagram post. Like, Netflix name backwards.
Because how
Are you
many of
trying
us,
to look
like
for the
when we
language of
study
origin?
literature, the original authors are probably like, why are they looking into this so much? I didn't mean anything by the pair on the wall. Like,
I just wanted the curtains to be blue. That's
yeah,
the classic meme. The curtains were blue because the author was sad. No, I just
yeah,
wanted the curtains to be blue. Blue is my favorite color.
exactly.
Kelly's just lolling.
Yes. So I do love name meanings. But part of that is I also just like symbology, which goes back to me liking mythology. But also as a Hispanic person living in America, in Southern Arizona, where we're close to the border, a lot of people, like, it's easy to I recognize certain things. I don't speak Spanish, but I recognize certain words. So like when people call things like street names by Spanish words, or like people have a Spanish name, but I know what it means in English, it sounds so weird. So that idea of like I can have a name and if you translate it to English and it means something else, you have that hidden meaning behind it. Like my
That's
aunt's name is Gris, and in English it means gray. So her name literally is just gray in English. And it
yeah.
sounds weird, but if you say it in Spanish, it doesn't sound weird to like an English ear because it just sounds foreign.
It's kind of the same. I'm not sure if that's the same because yeah, Filipinos like, goes to Spanish because we were under Spanish rule for like 300 years, stuff like that.
Yeah, I work with a lot of nurses that are that come from the Philippines
Yeah,
in
there are a
some
lot of
way, or
nurses.
yeah, and I've had one of the doctors. He's amazing. He's told me that before too. Because he actually speaks pretty decent Spanish. Again, not that I speak it, but like just listening to him talk.
Okay.
LOL to the pair on the wall. Yes, exactly. I
Yes.
mean, how many times do we have to analyze literature and it's like that one thing that probably literally means nothing, especially as someone as us we are now writing. How many times do we just throw the thing in there and in the future someone is going to be like, "Oh, this means
Yeah,
that
imagine
they
like
were whatever."
like imagine like a few years into the future, like when your book is published and then people are discussing on it on BookTube. Imagine that.
Exactly, exactly. That is
Like
exactly what
imagine
I mean.
watching booktubers talk about your own book and then you're just like
Why?
okay, just like and then they give the star rating.
Yes. Then that question of like, why is this happening? Because I just wanted to. Or like listening to like Alexa Dunn and Lizelle Sandberry do like booktube interviews. Or I watched interview for, oh, what was it? Dang it, I forget. Uh, I know his name is Johnny, and I can't remember his last name, and he just came out with the book this month. But he did an interview with Aiden, who did Cemetery Boys, and with a Hispanic booktuber, and just listening to them talk, and how he's like, Aiden was talking about Cemetery Boys, even though he wasn't the main. It wasn't the main thing. He mentioned a couple things that were like just really simple, but the booktuber was like super excited about it.
I would love to be an author interview when I publish a book. Like,
Yeah. Mm,
why does your character wear a hat a lot? I just like the hat. Like,
yeah,
there's no significance.
exactly.
So should we start on a sprint now?
I was just about to ask you, I'm looking at timers. Do we want to do a 20, a 25,
25 sounds fine for me.
25? Do we want to do a peaceful piano soundtrack?
We could use Caitlin Ash's latte art timer. I just like looking at the coffee. Let's
Oh,
see.
she did have a new one. I don't have that saved, but I have her saved. But it's going to take too long to find her.
Oh, you want me to share my screen
Um,
so that you can see it?
yeah, or you can send it to me in the private chat and I can open it.
Oh, okay. I'll just go. I'm subscribed to her, so I know
I
the.
am too, but because she's not someone I watch regularly yet,
She's on the middle of my
that
list of
that
subscriptions.
I feel like it might take me a
Oh,
million
here,
years to find
I'll
it.
get the link and I'll send it to you in the
In
private
the
chat.
private chat, yeah.
Yeah, Marian said 25 is perfect in the chat about in the chat of this live. Here, I sent it.
uh,
We've been talking for 20 minutes already,
halfway. I
and
was
we only
thinking
had
that.
like a 10-minute sprint.
Um,
I just want to balance the working time and
oh yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
that's because in my stream last time I planned to do just like 2 hours, but we went to like 2 hours and 45 minutes because we kept talking a lot about camp and other things that were not related to camp.
Yeah, that's why I like to do like a 10 or 15 and then like two 25s and then like another 10 or 15. And I feel like that's usually
Did
a
you
good
click
amount.
on it? Did you click on the link now?
Yeah, I did. I just haven't popped it up for us yet
Okay.
because apparently at some point I had turned it on because the timer was like in the middle. So I don't even remember clicking it, but apparently I had at some
I
point.
think you did like when you got the notification, but then you just didn't continue watching. Probably
Possibly. That is
it just went on.
100% a
There's no
possibility.
sound, so it must have went on while you were watching another video.
It may have, and I also have a habit because I like to listen to. I don't like silence, so it may have like automatically played while I was asleep because I tend to just let videos play while I sleep.
Yeah.
So it could have totally been that. All right.
Yay.
Okay. All right.
Do not get distracted by the coffee.
Dude, like I did with the dinos the first time I saw them. During the World Wide Marathon, I was just like, wow, two
Oh, yeah, the World Wide
scores.
Marathon.
Wow.
I remember seeing you in the chat. Like, it was like, I've seen the Dino Timer so many times, so I am not getting
Yes.
distracted anymore.
Yes.
That's why I just when Martha makes a new Dino Timer, I just like watch it first without doing anything, so that I could get used to what's
Mm,
happening,
that makes sense.
and then I use the timer.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
Happy writing. Dolores, unmute by the way when the timer's about to run out. Yeah. Unmute yourself.
That is a brisk morning. The sound of the machine at the end.
You don't want to hear the sound of the machine at the end.
No, it's just because it's silent, and I mean I have music playing while we're all on mute. But just thinking that like if you have the timer and then you're just silent the whole time, and then suddenly you just hear the sound of like grinding machine. I feel like it's so jarring, more than just like a regular alarm.
Uh, I'll count. But I still got a little bit distracted by the latte art.
I kept looking occasionally over. Do you like that better or this one better?
Um,
As I'm just playing with it. So.
you have a background, so like, why would you not show it? Like the StreamYard background, not your physical background, like that sky thing.
Yeah, that's my background. Yeah.
Yeah. Where did I start? Oh, here. Okay.
Well, I got way more done. I got.
Wait. For some reason, I keep spelling it like IT as ITE for some reason. I don't remember spelling it, writing I at the end of it, but like, oh, it's he. It's because the line of the H, the horizontal line, is not connected thoroughly. So okay, it's he heard, not IT heard.
Fair enough. I mean, weirder things. But yeah, I got some stuff done. I finished like sort of the scene, or like a mini scene. Yeah. What about you guys while Miguel counts his stuff? How did everyone else do? Because for reference, for anyone else that came in later, I don't do word counts because it's too much for me to handle. I don't like counting words. But you guys, everyone else usually does. So how did everyone else do? My main character just woke up and realized all the shit that I put her through. So, yes, that was very funny to write. Especially because she's in a slightly compromising position. So it's like, oh, all this happened, and oh, I am not in the best situation right now. You don't do word counts either? Your thing hasn't popped up since. Oh, there we go. Yay. You don't do word counts either. Yeah, it's I'm trying to think of the word it's like stressful. There we go. That's the word I was trying to think of. It's just stressful for me. Especially because, like, for this one right now, actually, would it be that bad because I started off our stream with a chapter? I started off, like, on a brand new chapter. But a lot of the times you don't. You start off, like, in the middle of the chapter or like, sometimes I'll start in the middle of a scene or something. Excuse me.
Finish counting.
It's hard.
310.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot for handwriting.
Yes.
You're like the Flash.
2 pages. And it ends here. Here, yes, it ends here.
Oh my gosh. You're like the Flash, Miguel. Just the Flash.
Well, that's also a part of being in school, even though we don't write that much in the online setting. I I remember writing a lot, especially when like when I'm answering a quiz and then the time is about to run out. So I just rush my words. I know what I'm going to say. I just need to write fast. But
Yeah.
these online schools have me type faster as well. So that type fast, write fast.
I stopped doing a lot of handwriting in high school because I was able to, as part of my accommodations for my learning disability, a lot of the teachers allowed me to do everything through my computer because it was easier for me to type than it was for me to handwrite.
Yeah, whatever makes you comfortable. You can
Because
do that.
my handwriting is poop. Like I will. What my teacher told me once is that my hand can't keep up with my brain, so my words start to just get too curvy, like not cursive, but they just kind of switch together and like get crumpled because I'm trying to catch up with my own thoughts. So it looks really
Okay,
like sloppy.
okay, that's understandable.
Your handwriting is very nice though.
Yes, I also got another comment on that in my
Yeah,
latest video.
yes, your handwriting is very nice. I
Yes, I
I
need to think
think
of a new video right now. Since I have a new writing this, I could start working on the 50 subscriber special that I'm planning actually.
there you go.
Yes.
Oh, during your short, I did get slightly distracted by your background because I noticed that you had what looked like a mythology book and this scythe book.
Yes, I do.
I was like, oh, what's that?
That's my bookshelf.
Instead of like 100% paying attention to, I was like, ooh, book.
It's okay. I can see why.
But I feel like
I'm
we
not
do
sure
that
if
a
I would
lot.
change. I'm not sure if I would change the background or I would keep that for all my shorts. It's just, but the background's not the thing that matters. It's the thing that the notebook showing my word counts.
Hmm.
And I wrote more than 500 words already.
Oh, that's good.
25, then so 35, 65 minutes. Yeah, so like more than
Those are
500 words in, yeah. Actually, it's more than 600 words actually in an hour. That's that's
yeah,
that's cool.
yeah. Mhm. Well, that's always good. You know, you get those goals down.
Yes. And also, if any of you like want some more productivity, and if you are awake at around 9:30 a.m. EST, there's a Troublemakers live stream going on. It's a Friday for me. It's always night, so it's all the Troublemaker live streams are always nighttime for me. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good way. Yeah. So I sometimes stay up late on Fridays just to go through the whole stream because they take like 3 hours. So like, yeah,
Oh, they do 3 hour sprint.
no, like 3 hour lives.
Oh,
You know,
3 hour live. I was like,
three
wait,
hours.
what?
No, of course. But most of the time in their lives are spent on chat because they're like close friends, so they could like
I've
spend a
heard
lot
of
of time on that.
I've heard that.
Yes.
I haven't been to any of their sprints. I always think about it, especially because I
And
followed
also yeah,
Devesha first and then Katie Ann afterwards.
yeah,
But
yeah, I think this is the I think because I also heard of Devasia first, and I think it's been 1 year since I subscribed to her because I saw her on Kate Kavanaugh's Camp Nano July kickoff live.
oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the first time I saw Devasia. So like yeah, and then I heard of Stig next because of the Worldwide Readathon. He was one of the
Mhm.
co-hosts there, the first one, and then the rest I just figured out after. The other two, Katie Ann and Wallace.
Yeah, Wallace was the last one I found
Yeah, I
through
think yeah,
just of them talking about her, and I was like,
yeah,
oh,
Wallace class. Also, yeah, also another another promo for another YouTuber. Just insert have you heard of the Nostalgia Train book club?
mm-mm.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
That
it's
doesn't ring
like
a bell.
hosted by Writing Violet. It's a book club, and they
Oh,
read
okay.
popular YA and middle grade books during like the early 2000s, 90s, and like early 2010s. So like they already did Aragon and Cirque the Freak. They're planning on there's all some other books that could be read are Twilight, Divergent,
I've
and
read
then
so many
for
of those
yeah,
books.
and then for August to October, they're doing the Hunger Games series, all three books, and I'm planning to become a co-host there because I have experience watching the movies, but I never read the books. So like,
You've never read the book? You should read them. They're so
yeah,
good.
I'm going to read them for August.
I read them once and listened to the audiobook once.
I only watch the
So
movies because yeah, that's
it
how I
is
heard about the Hunger Games.
it's a whole other experience because the
Yeah, I'll read
the
yeah,
story the
yes,
story is in first person from her perspective, and you miss so much because it's hard to be like in the character's head on screen because it's not entertaining.
yes,
But in a
yeah,
book, you can do that.
that's why I'm planning to participate this time because I didn't read the other two books they did. But since it's
Hmm.
Hunger Games and the
Yeah, for
and I
sure.
have experience,
I
yeah, and then
think.
when they do Twilight, I think I'm also going to do that.
Oh, I I fell into the Twilight. I read them when they were coming out, and I watched the movies, and I think it's just a nice like experience to have. But I definitely agree, it's not like
The best.
the best. Yeah, I feel
It's
like
just fun
it's just
comfort. It's a
nostalgia
it's
for
comfort
me.
food, like some sort of comfort literature, something like
Yeah,
that.
like your
Not like
guilty
so,
pleasure that you don't
yeah,
tell everyone else that you enjoy, kind of thing.
yeah. Yes, I also only watched the movies because like those books came out when I was like born, like
Yes.
Hunger Games and Twilight, all the
Oh my
popular.
gosh, you say that, and I feel
Divergent came
old.
out when I was 7 because
Oh, really?
2012.
Oh yeah.
Like yeah,
I
I'm young.
graduated in 2012 from high school. uh, you remind me of my cousins. Make me feel old, Miguel. Do we want to do 25?
What timer?
I brought up the timer while we
Oh
were
the
talking,
oh
where they
the
play hide
25
and
the
seek.
25 one. Yeah, the hide and
Yeah,
seek.
yeah.
We're bringing in the distracting timers this time.
I guess they are. I don't know. I mean,
They're not that
they're more newer
distracting.
ones. I
The
tend
Dino
to.
timers I've watched a lot, so like I'm not distracted. But the latte art I haven't watched that much. So I just wanted to know what were the latte arts that were being done.
Oh yeah,
It
it did.
depends on how much I watched it. Like I would know what happened, so like I would not need to look at it anymore. So like yeah.
Mm-hmm. It did look like she repeated a couple. Not that I was like hardcore watching it, but I feel like
Yeah,
there
there were
was a
some
couple
yeah,
repeats.
it's not the same clip, but she did the same art.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And Martha uploaded the behind the scenes video of the that timer.
Is that
That was
what that
that,
was? I saw the video pop up and I
yeah,
didn't
that's her
like
most recent
look
upload.
at it.
That's her most recent upload.
Oh, okay. I didn't read the title of the video. I just saw it pop up on my feed, and I saw the dinos in the picture in the thumbnail, and I was like, oh,
Yes.
okay. I thought maybe she was making another thumbnail or just making more dinos or something. I didn't pay attention to what
Yas
was
has seen the
actually.
Dino timer a lot as well. Yes. The original Dino timer got has already has 100 views.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I
I
can't
believe
believe I'm getting so productive during this live.
it.
I'm almost at 500 words for this live alone. So like,
Good.
yeah.
I'm glad for everybody.
Yes.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
All right. One, two, three, go.
Happy writing.
All done.
Yay.
I tried to keep track of it so that I could unmute myself, and then no, that didn't happen.
Let me just count now.
Yaza said she also has seen the dino timers. Yes. The dino timers are king.
How did you do Yaza?
I got finished, like a page. Yeah, let's say a page. I finished a page. I got into some exciting stuff. There's another chase. I have to set up the rescue for my main character and the love interest. So, yes, this. Yeah. How did everyone else do? Well, Miguel writes, or not writes, counts. Words. I can speak words. Hmm.
213.
213.
Not as much as last time because I got kind of distracted a little bit. I ate some Oreos.
Mm,
As a snack.
yeah. I had like a Chips Ahoy cookie before we came on. So cookies are good.
So, and I did only 15 minutes of that sprint.
That's good.
So, 55
I feel
today.
like that's still a lot. I cannot, even when I was in school, I could not imagine writing that much in that amount of time.
So,
I think I'd also just get
I already
stressed
passed
out.
500 words for this live. I think I'm at. Wait, let me just pop up the calculator.
Mm-hmm. You are rocking it.
277 plus 124 plus 310 plus 230. 924. Oh, I'm almost close to my daily goal.
There you go.
I might be able to reach 1K in the last sprint of this live.
Yeah. Okay, question. Technical question.
Oh, okay, I'm ready.
So I was trying to figure out what to call it. So my main character and love interest are running for their lives right now,
Okay.
and a spear is being thrown at them, and he has to turn around and like stop it, and like he's gonna stop it, and then it falls. And I just said that he blocked it, and I like there's a better way to describe that. And
If
I
you
just
say
wasn't
he
sure.
blocked the spear, I think he has that would make it think that would make me think the character has some sort of shield that would like block.
No, he's doing it with a sword.
With a sword. He
Because
repelled it.
he's carrying her in what
Wait.
like a bridal style, but
Okay.
he's skilled. He has a lot of training, and he's skilled enough that he can still use a sword while she's like holding his
He
neck.
repelled the spear using.
Oh, there we go. That's a better word. Repel. Okay. I'm
Yes.
gonna change it. I feel bad sometimes because I know that I tend to like do movements or act a little bit while I'm writing on the stream, and I don't know how much people notice that because I'm like
I don't know.
trying.
I'm just trying to think of the movement words. Yeah,
Yeah.
action scenes. Yeah, action scenes are terrible for us, for the newbie writers.
Yes, and I feel like there's just better ways to say things. Because I was gonna say parried, but I'm like, no, that's when you're having a sword fight. I mean, there's not a sword fight happening. He just needs to block a
Well,
weapon coming towards him. So I was like, that doesn't make sense. That's not
well,
accurate terminology.
well, for my story, my two main characters have already met
Mm-hmm.
because one of them's like a nobleman and the other's like the peasant, and then
Mm-hmm.
like the the peasant was caught stealing, and then like
Ooh.
yes, and so like there yeah, this the chapter is them like he was caught, and then like there's this sort of interrogation, but then the father of the nobleman is standing beside him, and then that father is kind of like intervening with the with the interrogation, and things are getting intense.
Mm. Interrogation, like verbal interrogation.
Verbal interrogation.
Okay.
They're still at the place where they caught him, so like of course
Okay.
they're not like not they're just like some sort of intimidation or something. He's caught, so like they have to bring him back, but the father's making it difficult for him.
Deflect the spear. Oh, that's a
Yeah,
good one
yeah,
too.
I think that's better.
That is better. I'm gonna
That's
use
better than
that.
repel.
Yes.
Deflect.
That sounds more like technical too. Not technical, that's
He
not the word I'm looking
deflected the
for.
spear using his sword.
Yeah.
That sounds more like it.
Yeah.
Or like you can go very descriptively, like the blade of the sword was in the air, and then it the spear moving towards them hit the
hmm
blade and something like that.
I could see that in something more like earlier when I was writing a full on like battle sequence, like an
Yeah,
actual big battle, or like at the end where I'm planning to have a big battle. But for this, because they're literally running through the forest
yeah. It seems
for
like
their
a much more
lives,
better
it
to be more
doesn't.
direct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
for
has
me,
to
it was
feel
like
more rushed.
yes, because for me sometimes getting a little bit more descriptive would be helpful for explaining the scene more. But I
hmm
understand like it's a rush, like rush through the forest. So like yeah, I
Yeah.
could see the prose being a little bit more like faster, shorter
hmm
sentences, and a little bit more direct.
Yeah, so that it feels like the reader experiences the whole like, oh my
I
gosh, we're
need to take
running and we're
yeah,
not breathing.
I need to take note of these when I edit my first draft. The way I'm going to edit my first draft is essentially just like uh because after making comments in my notebook, I'll just type it on my computer since on the first drafts are handwritten for me.
hmm Yeah. Well, and that's what I was going to say earlier, where you were saying that your chapter you felt like was really big. You don't necessarily know because when you go down to like type it out, it might like look and format differently once you type
No, but
everything
like the
out.
word count because like aren't like
Well, I guess that's true.
like 5K around like 5K are like normal chapters I've heard, but then my chapter is getting close to 5K and I'm like halfway. I'm not during the no before the interrogations part. My chapter was already more like around halfway, like for 400K some 4K 4,000 words. So like I was feeling that if the other half would be the sort of interrogation part, it might be a little bit longer than usual the chapter. That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking
that's a good point. I'm just I feel like for
because
me thinking
I
about
took
it,
note
the
of the
quantity of
words.
like the handwriting per page because based off of like the like how big your letters are or whatever doesn't always translate to how much it
Yeah, I
actually
want to
is,
see.
and that's
Yeah,
what
I
I
want
was
to see how.
thinking.
Yeah, I want to see how it looks like like on Google Docs because I might be using Google Docs for that.
Yeah. Okay. Do we want to do a 15?
The final sprint.
Yeah. Final sprint.
Yes. 50. What kind of timer is it going to be? A distracting one?
Um, I don't think so. It's one I've used before, the like suspenseful timer from
Suspense
Brittany
timer.
Atazata, however you say
Bethany
that.
Atazade.
Yes.
Wait,
Her timers have sounds though, so you guys can mute it if you want. But I like the suspenseful feeling. That is not the right thing I want to click.
I'm checking for some timers myself, just in case we would. Oh, I found one that we could use on my live, the 25-minute one. I already
Oh,
found one.
for
Yeah, for
for
the
for
one on
tomorrow.
my channel. The one on my channel.
Yeah.
I found a 25-minute timer that would be good.
And if you want, because I have a bunch of just
I'm checking the
random
link.
playlists
Checking the links
saved.
in the. I'm checking the links in the description you put for for art for this one.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I have a bunch of time playlists from other people. I also have my own playlist of people I've just saved randomly that you can totally use. Buttons. This button.
Oh, this is so good. This timer. I'm definitely liking this and saving this.
Yeah. All right, we ready? Oh wait, I forget that she does her like little intro thing.
Oh, really?
Let me do this intro part.
Are you ready? I'm not sure. Remove all distractions. What if I
Everything
want
is
distractions? You can't. Thank you for putting that in my face.
all right. Are we ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
Happy writing.
go. All done.
Yes.
Not the right one. There you
I'll start counting.
go.
How did you do, Dolores?
I got to. I don't know if this would be. I guess this could be the end of a chapter. I'm not. This is the hard part of chapters for me. I never know if it's a good end or not, or if it's just an end of a scene. But I got to the point where main character and love interest are at like safe point. They found their buddies, and they are now on the way to secret base camp. Everything is okay until later.
Yeah.
She gets to base camp and her heart gets broken. So, she gets bad news. But I got to that point, so that's good at least. That was like another like page. So that was good for me.
You also left.
Yes, I saw that. I appreciate her showing up and her suggestion for my story. So
$216.
good.
Almost the same
Yeah.
word as the previous
That's what I was
print.
gonna say. I was like, that was roughly around the same amount that you did last time. You said you did about 15.
Yes, so
last time.
I'm over 1,000 words today.
Yay!
I'm so happy. Yay. I finished my daily word count book, and I can but I can still write later, especially on the live stream later of Troublemakers.
Yeah.
Katie Ann's channel. Yeah, Katie Ann.
More words is never bad.
Yes. And I have some more words for my update short tomorrow. I'm planning to film my shorts. I'm planning to film my shorts like after I wake up.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And then because I can edit it quickly and then I can post it right away. And then it will still be the day for EST because most of the people I stream are on EST. So
Yeah.
that's why before 12, before noon for me of the next day I could post the short.
Well, I know everyone, especially when we do like the World Write-a-thon, and Jessica plans everything in like East Coast time. I'm like, dang it, what is this? And I have to try and figure out because I don't keep track of any other time zone.
I still think
Especially because we're an oddball in general.
Yes.
Like, in March when we were doing the daylight savings times, it super killed me because in Arizona we don't do daylight savings time. So
yeah, I was confused, but then other things came up, like my technical difficulties during the March Worldwide Marathon. But at least things are working now that I can stream better.
That's good.
And I still think Brooke writes her doing her short name because without seeing it, I wouldn't have like done it myself. And I still inspired by her, and I at least have some form of daily content for Canva and NaNoWriMo.
Yeah. Well, this is what this is for me because tomorrow I have my own stream and then your stream. So
yes. Are you doing Minecraft on Twitch tomorrow?
no, I'm doing a writing stream tomorrow.
Oh,
I'm doing
the one that's the one that's like a few minutes before my stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can have some words done before.
I'm doing Minecraft probably or some kind of gaming content. I'm doing Sims on the 8th, and then probably on the 12th, I'll do something, whether it's Minecraft or something else.
I need to, yeah, I need to think of the other content that I'm going to post now because my two recent videos have been writing blog. I need to do the tag that I have been planning to do for my 50 subscriber special. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
matching the tag with, yeah, and then I'm also thinking on how I would incorporate some history bits into my writing things. Some sort of explaining my inspiration for stories. I'm not sure about that. No, whatever. I just want to get some more videos. The shorts will be like a filler thing for me so that I could have more.
More
Yes.
content, yeah.
Yes.
The only thing with that, though, is that we don't know how that affects our analytics all that much.
Shorts, I'm not sure how they affect analytics. I'm not monetized yet, so like I'm not going to worry that much. I'm
I'm
just
not
hoping.
I'm not either, but I watch it because that is a goal at some point.
I just want to
So,
catch. I just want to catch up on some other two videos that I missed.
hmm
Yeah.
But I mean, it's an experiment anyways. It's a beta for a reason, you know.
Yes.
YouTube just wants to cash in on all the short version videos that TikTok and
Wait,
everyone's
yeah.
popular.
Instagram has Instagram Reels. That's
Yes.
wait. I forgot to like my own short because Sarah LeBrat gave a tip on like YouTube stuff, like your own videos and then watch all the way through, so that I think it's like put it more on recommended because someone liked it.
Because you get that one view at least. Yeah.
Yes,
I've had other people say that too.
yes,
Well, shall we wrap up?
yes,
My husband has food and he's waiting for me.
yes. You wrap up first.
Yeah, you can go first. You're good.
Okay, so I am Miguel. I am a teenage aspiring author. My YouTube channel and my Instagram are in the description down below. And I make videos about my sort of crazy writing journey, which is so far writing my first ever first draft. So that is all.
And I am Dolores. This is my channel. Thank you for coming. If you're watching the replay of us doing this sprint, follow Miguel, or not follow, subscribe to Miguel.
Yeah, we have a
And
live in the
yeah,
weekend. So if you want that, if you're in within the week of July, the beginning of July 2021, you could,
yes,
or you could just watch the replay if you're in the future.
exactly. Because time zones, like we were just saying. um, and he is also planning, hopefully, to do some more live streams during the month. I am also doing live streams every day this month between here and Twitch. If you want a schedule of that, I have a link down below to my website, and the schedule is there for you to see. So thank you again so much for watching us do this writing sprints for camp, and uh, follow both of us. All right,
Yes.
bye.
Bye.